Yo, yo, good morning, guys. Good morning. All right. Sorry, we got a little bit of an echo here. So we're actually doing a giveaway today, guys. We're doing a giveaway. Let me make sure this is muted. There we go. And so what we're going to be giving away here today is these beginner trading VWAP fade coffee mugs. And I know nobody's in here now because I started it up a little bit early, and we'll have some more people in here later. But honestly, I have to look up the rules since I've never done a giveaway before, and so we'll have to see how those rules are. But yeah, we're gonna be giving away these VWAP fade coffee mugs. They're pretty dope, I think, man. You can see the inside's green. You know, they're black with VWAP fade patterns on them. I think they're pretty cool. And so yeah, let me look up the news for giveaways on YouTube. Like I said, I've never actually done a giveaway before, so let me look up the news for that, and we'll figure it out. Oh, my bad. Has there really been no sound all morning? Have you guys not been able to hear me? That's what it was. Sorry, guys. Yeah, I've been on mute. So what I was saying though is that today we're actually doing a giveaway, and I'm sure we'll get some more. Oh no, I spilled my coffee. I'm sure we'll actually do more. We'll actually have more people here a little bit later, but today we're going to be giving away beginner trading mugs. You see, this is the VWAP Fade one. We're gonna have one for each strategy, and so it's a black and green mug with a VWAP Fade pattern on it. So we're gonna be giving those away. Those are pretty cool, right? And I might give a free one away every day. I don't know. Yeah, man. I guess people haven't been able to hear me this whole time. All right. All right, so now to look at some stocks here. We're actually getting, it must be earnings season because look at some of these stocks here. We got CRWD making moves here, gapping up from 72.75 to 87.50s. We got RRGB, which is Red Robin, gapping up from 30.60 to 35.31. We have SKX, which is Skechers, gapping up from 34.84 to 39.20s. We have CLF gapping up some, looks good. We got Netflix gapping down some. We got AMD gapping up a little bit here. We got MU up, Roku up. We got PIR gapping up some. We got ALT, MDGS. We got BUD, VYGR. So we got some options. Microsoft, yeah, earnings, I'm guessing, is what this is. This is probably due to earnings. So it's not too bad. We'll see what else we can find here today. So I actually had a pretty solid day yesterday. I wonder what my balance is at, what my account balance is at. Let's see, because I actually had a pretty solid day. Let's see. Yeah, I made some money after commissions. It wasn't that much, but I made some money yesterday. I actually ended it green. So I'll take it. I'm at 131 in equity in my account, so I'll take it. Let's see. So yeah, QCOM looking okay here. VYGR, which is a previous runner, moving some. We got Chewy, CHWY, which is moving some. So yeah, we'll have to look up the news for a lot of these. I think that a lot of these are earnings plays. Momo gapping up some. Zoom, WKHS. So yeah, we'll have to look up the news. A lot of these are probably earnings plays, is what I'm guessing. Yeah, that's just what it seems. That seems like the most reasonable thing here, Steve. Microsoft earnings. But yeah, check out these new mugs. You know, they're pretty cool. I'm using mine this morning. It's got coffee on it, but they're pretty cool, I think. I ordered these. I figured it's time for me to get merch. I'm going to be giving them away. Eventually, they're going to go to a merch store. I still have to build it and design the landing page and the merch store online. But yeah, we'll see how it goes, and should be fun. I'll be giving them away. I don't know how much I'm going to sell them for yet, but I think the color scheme for a mug is pretty cool, and I think coffee and trading kind of go hand in hand. So I think it'll be. I'll probably end up giving a lot of them away too, if I'm being honest. But I'll probably open up a merch store in case anybody wants to buy them too. Yeah, starting a little bit earlier today. I was up a little bit earlier, so I figured I'd start a little bit early. We also got MU. MU's looking pretty strong. But yeah, yesterday was a pretty solid end to the day. It was a pretty solid end to the day. Snap is up. Snap's looking pretty good. Weight Watchers. So yeah, we got some movement. It just seems like it's earnings season. TVIX and UVXY are down. The overall market is down. I'll go ahead and look up the news on the SPY right now. What I am seeing right now for the SPY, at least, is that it's actually pretty volatile, but it's technically up, I think, but it's pretty volatile. So it's moving a decent amount this morning. Let's see if I can find any news. Yeah, let me know if you guys see anything, why some of this stuff's moving. It might be a little bit too early for market news, I guess. Does anybody know what the Dow Jones is on Thinkorswim? What the symbol is for it? Because maybe I can look that up on Thinkorswim to figure out what the news on the market is. I think it's like DJI, DJX maybe. Yeah, it's DJX, I guess. Let me see. Yeah. No, that's the mini. That's the Dow Jones mini. I don't want that. I want... Maybe look at the S&P. All right, here it is. So yeah, I can look up the S&P. It'll finally tell me some news. All right, so as of 4 minutes ago, U.S. stock futures were modestly higher this morning as traders evaluated a new set of corporate earnings as well as dovish signals from the Federal Reserve officials. Dow futures rose 0.24%, S&P futures increased 0.13%, NASDAQ futures gained 0.21%. Yesterday, the New York Fed President John Williams said the central bank needed to, quote, act quickly when rates were low as its, quote, as, quote, it's better to take preventative measures than to wait for disaster to unfold, end quote. While Fed Vice President Richard Clarida echoed the same sentiment later in the day, a spokesperson for the New York Fed reportedly appeared to downplay Williams' remarks. So slightly up day so far in pre-market for the overall market right now. We'll see what else we get. All right, and I guess we can start looking up news. I'll probably just end up repeating these back over again, but I mean, we got a few moves. Let's see if any of these are actually tradable or not. Okay, so ATRA is tradable. CRWD is tradable. Red Robin is not tradable. I don't know why they don't have that one on there. I wish that one was. MDGS is not. Skechers is. ALT is not. ANIX is not. Weight Watchers is. CIR is. BUD is. Z is. So most are tradable, but Momo is. Tel is. So most are tradable. ATRA is one I'll definitely keep an eye on, though. Now that I know it's tradable. Also, looking back on the historical chart, it looks like it fades a decent amount. And it just needs enough volume. So as long as it has enough volume, it seems to fade. We'll see. We got a lot of gap ups today. So depending on what the overall market does, I'm going to look to short some of these. Like I said, depending on what the overall market does. FCX looks okay. CLF, not looking bad. I'll probably watch CLF too. It just depends on if it actually holds these gains. That's the biggest thing. I've watched CLF apparently a decent amount. Let me look at my stats here. All right, guys. Does anybody know in TraderView if what's up OPP? What's up, man? Does anybody know in TraderView if there's a way to make it so that no? No, who's Aaron Foster? No, I think my account manager is Richard. I think is mine. Richard, I also know Dan and Ben, but I don't know Aaron. Um, yeah, does anybody know, like, I know TraderView has different plans and pricing. Is there a way to make it so that I can include my commissions in this? Because that's in the gold package. I don't want to pay $50 a month for that, though. I don't know. We'll see. Because here's my graph. Like, this is my graph, but it's very misleading because, like, yeah, I ended yesterday. My losses this week have all been pretty small, but after commissions, they've been much larger, you know? So, like, here's my graph. I'm actually surprised that I've been doing so well with the accuracy rate I have. But, like, here's my graph, right? But it's misleading. Because, like, yeah, yesterday I ended $116 up. But, yeah, like, yeah, yesterday I ended $116 up. But after commissions, it was really like a $30 gain. And then the previous days, like, yeah, I made my loss pretty small. I got my loss down to a pretty small amount overall. But it, I got my loss down to a pretty small amount overall, but after commissions, like those losses on the day for the last few days were at least like $50, and so it's a much worse week than these stats actually show. And like, yeah, technically in gross profits I'm up, but if you consider everything with commissions, I'm not up this week. I'm down. You know, my account's at 130. I think I started the week at like 2 something, and so I'm actually like down $100 after commissions, which is fine. You know, I've been doing okay. I'm glad I got that rebound trade in yesterday. I made a little bit of money yesterday. And in gross profits, which is the most important thing, because you can always scale up and commissions aren't going to play as big of a factor. But I would like to for there to somehow be a way for me to include commissions in my graph, because I think if not, it's a little bit misleading. Like, yeah, it's a great graph. You know, I'm super happy with it. You know, this is my graph the last 30 days, and I have been profitable the last 30 days. But with commissions in there, it's not this good. It looks better than it actually is, and that's just me being honest. You know, I could say, yeah, look at me. You know, I made here's my 60-day graph. You know, solid trading and all that stuff, and like the accuracy rate's the same. And if I scaled up, it would be closer to this, but with commissions, it's just not as good. And so, you know, it is what it is. You know, I'm happy with my graph. It's definitely a consistently profitable trader's graph, you know, and so I'm super happy about it and the profits in my account. And, you know, I worked really hard to get there. But I still got some work to do, and I still got to scale up. Specifically, I need to scale up is what that graph is showing me after relative to what my actual account value is now to what that graph shows. I need to scale up. And like I said, that's just me being honest. I just try to be as transparent as possible. And like, yeah, I'm proud of this graph. You know, it's a solid graph. You know, don't get me wrong. I'm super proud of this. And the cool thing is that I've done it all live. And if I didn't stream the trade live, I recorded the entire thing. So you know I'm not faking it. And I showed my account balance along the way. And so I'm super proud of this graph. Don't get me wrong. Another thing I'm actually really proud of is that, look at this. So my accuracy rate has only been 56%. But because I'm attacking the right risk reward ratios, I'm okay. Because I'm attacking the right risk reward ratios, I'm still okay. And like, that's the biggest thing, is that I'm attacking the right risk reward ratios. And you know, my largest gain was $390. My largest loss was $167. And so that is, in a nutshell, kind of how I've been trading. So the risk reward ratio I've been using has been great. And that's kind of what you see. My profit factor is 1.82 to 1. So basically almost 2 to 1 is my profit factor, which is right around what I trade. Like, typically, that's what I look for. I look for higher accuracy 2 to 1 trades. It's kind of my bread and butter. And they work. And Another stat here, if we want to review my trading lately, another stat that I'm actually really proud of is, look at this. The average hold time for my winning trades is about an hour. My hold time for winning trades is about an hour long. My hold time for losing trades on average is 16 minutes. That's actually a stat I'm really proud of, because that shows what you need to do as a trader. And I know it's the cliche saying and everybody says it, but you let your winners run, you cut your losses short, and that's what that stat's showing me, is that I'm holding my winners on average an hour, and I'm holding my losing trades only on average about 16 minutes. And so I will take it. I'll take it. Do you ever trade penny stocks or most mid or large cap stocks? If I can find penny stocks that are tradable, I'll trade them. The way I mostly trade penny stocks is by put options, and so I'll look for overextended stocks, and I'll buy put options on them, and I'll hold it for like a few weeks to a month. The other day I did one with HLIT, and within I spent $30 on the option, and I made $16 on that trade. And so I literally made 50% of what I paid on the option back within that same day. And so I kind of day traded that option. And so that's what you'll see me trade penny stocks the most with, just because penny stocks can really run and go crazy, but most of the time they come back down. There's outliers, but most of the time, you'll see penny stocks, and that's where I think that's what the trading world gets wrong the most. And I think that's what new traders, like if you're looking to attack penny stocks, yeah, of course, it's super tempting to see these crazy big percentage run ups. You see these stocks that run up 100, 200, 300%, maybe more than that. And so, yeah, it's natural and it's tempting to see that and say, yeah, I should be a long trader. I should long a lot of penny stocks. When the truth is that if you look at the long-term chart for most low float penny stocks that do that, a large majority of them come right back down within the month. Within a month, most of them are down at least 50%. Most of them. Some of them are down more than that. And so if you think about that, you can wait for those things to gap up crazy, get hype, and then buy a bunch of put options on them, buy a month-long, short option on them, and just look to profit as it goes down. You just got to find the right prices, the right strike prices. But if you could find options on overextended penny stocks, that's my favorite penny stock play. Because again, if you look at the long-term chart for most penny stocks, most of the time they come back down within the month. Most of the time they're dropping at least 30%. Most of the time around 50 to 70%. And then some of them drop all the way back down plus more. And so, of course, you're going to get some that go crazy and go parabolic and run up. But that's the beautiful thing about options, is that, it's not like you're going long in that stock to where if it keeps spiking up, you're just going to keep losing more and more money. Put options, it's like the only thing you're risking is what you pay for that option. And so it's like if you spend $30 on that option, you have the potential to make much more than $30 on it, but you're only risking $30. And so if that stock does go against you and go crazy and go parabolic, which we do see sometimes, then you're only out what you're paying for that option. And so your risk is limited. And that's the beautiful thing about options in general, I think, is that, when you buy options specifically, your risk is limited to a certain extent, if that makes sense. Hey, man. Thanks, Tar. Thanks, brother. I try, man. I try, you know. Look at CLF completely filling this gap already, guys. Completely filling this gap. CLF is down to 1090. So it's a no-go for me on this one. And this is a good example of kind of what I'm talking about. I know it's not a penny stock, but this is what happens most of the time in just a little bit longer time frame. Gap up to 1140s, drop right back down. When I'm day trading these, most of the time I'm really looking at this previous day's closing price right here. Once it gets there, a lot of times it's going to find some support, but especially once it breaks under this level and holds as resistance, those are super enticing trades for me. And like I said, guys, we're doing a mug giveaway. You can see we got new beginner trading VWAP fade mugs that we're going to be giving away today. We got the trading green inside. We got beginner trading VWAP Fade mugs that we're going to be giving away today. So I'll give it away probably to a few random people. I got a few to give away. Like I said, I'll probably end up selling these eventually. I'll honestly probably give a ton away. I only really want to give away a few, but I'll probably end up giving a ton away. I know I've given to the OGs from our old classes and to all the OGs in one of the OG member Discords that I have. I already gave away 5 of them, so I'm sure I'll give away a bunch, but I'll probably sell some too eventually. So. All right, guys. So look at MU start to run here. So yeah, it's definitely earnings season right now. That's what we're getting. We're just getting earnings. We can go ahead and look up some stuff. Let's go ahead and look up the. I'm sure. I dare to say most of these big gaps are just positive earnings revenue. All right, so CRWD earnings came out yesterday in after hours. So CRWD said Thursday, which was yesterday, and this is from MT Newswire's quote, its fiscal quarter 1 non-GAAP net loss was $22.1 million, or a 40 cents loss per diluted share, improving year over year. So it's better than a year ago. Because a year ago their loss was $31.7 million. So they essentially went from 31.7 to 22.1. And so they definitely narrowed their loss from last year. And it was a little bit better than consensus estimates. And so it's actually 1 penny better than they thought would happen. They also more than doubled their fiscal quarter 1 revenue from the same quarter last year to $96.1 million from $47.3 million, and they slightly exceeded consensus estimates of $95.6 million. So all around, pretty good news for CRWD. We'll see what happens for this one. For the second quarter, they also expect a total revenue between 103 and 104 million, which is better than the estimates of 96.8 million. So we'll see what happens. They also have guidance, which is pretty good as well. So pretty good news, all things considered, for CRWD. Like I said, let me know what any other ones you want me to look at. We can look at MU here. Another price target was raised for MU. Certain experts said Micron was a better chip stock to buy than AMD. We can look at the overall chip sector right now, which I think is one of the more interesting things. So this is from the chip sector from yesterday from MT Newswires. It says, quote, technology stocks were finishing near their session highs this afternoon, with the shares of tech stocks in the S&P climbing over 0.6%, while the Philadelphia Semiconductor Index was rising more than 1.4%. Among tech stocks moving on news, MU was hanging on to more than a 3% gain before yesterday's bell, after the Bank of America Merrill Lynch raised its price target for for MU. So MU had a raised price target from Merrill Lynch, and that's what's causing the sector to move, all things considered. So AMD also up here as well. Again, I think the sector is kind of hot right now for microchips because of that raised price target. And remember what I said, guys, CLF actually completely turned around here. I'm going to have to look up the news. I'm kind of bummed out because I was actually looking at shorting this one if it can maintain some of these gains before the opening bell. And yeah, look at CLF go. It completely broke under the previous day's closing price for CLF. And look at this drop. So it's actually starting to drop more and more here. The company reported better than expected results for its second quarter for CLF, but something had to happen to this one because they must have found something they didn't like for this one. I don't know. We'll have to come back to that one. Maybe they'll update the news. But we also have Skechers gapping up some. And it's after the company reported better than expected earnings for the second quarter, and they also issued strong third quarter guidance for Skechers. I'll watch this one as well. Big range, but I'll try to attack it. Like I said, at this point, guys, and don't be too hard on me if I take some larger losses in the next week or two. I'm really trying to scale up in sizing. I've gotten a little bit better about it, but I haven't been using full size in most of my trades. And so I did have a solid day yesterday, and I felt a little bit in the zone, and so I may try to attack a little bit harder today. But again, I mean, it's been a tough week before yesterday, and so we'll see. So with Red Robin RRGB, this top chart here, you can see it gapping up. The company confirmed the receipt of unsolicited conditional $40 per share proposal from Vintage Capital. So they had a proposal for Red Robin for $40 a share. So this should be an interesting watch as well. The proposal's at $40. If they accept it, it's going to gap up some. So we will see. MU still putting in really strong gains here. And we also have ATRA, which is another one I'm definitely watching. It's also tradable. Look at ATRA kind of move here. So we can look up that one as well. Okay, so this was actually a public share offering of common stock at $15.28 a share. And it's $6.8 million offering. Yeah, so it said yesterday it priced an underwritten public offering of 6.9 million shares at a price of $15.28. This is my son. He's hanging out. Look right there. That's the camera. How you doing, man? You ready for school? What are you gonna do in school, or what are you gonna do in camp today? What you doing in camp today? Just not gonna respond?
I'm swimming.
You're gonna do swimming today.
Huh?
Are you a good swimmer?
Yes.
Yeah? You're a good swimmer?
Yeah.
Are you a fast swimmer?
Yes.
Yeah? Alright, bud. Alright. Go sit. You trying to stay here? Alright. Alright, so yeah, so COF is dropping pretty major here. Let's see what else we have. Let me know if you got anything else that you want me to take a look at. But yeah, CLF, I'm waiting for whatever caused this drop to come out for it. So CLF did put out adjusted second quarter earnings, and revenue was above expectations. So I'm curious to see what happened with it, what caused this big turnaround for CLF, because it completely just ripped the other way. I'm probably going to stop trading these cannabis stocks as much. I know CGC was very rangy, and this is one that I made money on yesterday. You can see it just had a really obvious range right here that I attacked, and this is the range that I attacked yesterday, and it worked out pretty well. But the volume has been slowly drying up with some of these cannabis plays. It hasn't been as good as it was previously, and so a lot of times you need volume for the strategies I'm using, and so we'll see what happens. I'm not gonna mess with those too much, I don't think, unless they start putting in really obvious range. Here, watch out, bud. Thank you. Unless they.
Give me a drink.
Yeah, you want some? You want grape juice?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, guys. I'll be right back. Gonna go get some grape juice for my son. So I'll be right back. All right, so yeah, we got some gap ups here. APRN and Outlook Therapeutics. Oh, AMRN was another one. Look at AMRN. I know it's gapping down, but it's volatile at the least. And what I'll typically do, like, watch this. So most of the time, when you have a substantial gap down, most of the time they're going to do exactly what AMRN did here. So a lot of the time, you're going to have this big gap down. So you see the monster gap down. And when this happens, just a little tip for traders. When this happens, a large majority of traders are looking at it to go long, short term, not long term, very short term the next morning. And so that's exactly what you get here. You get this long rebound. Eventually, like I said the other day, eventually these usually come back down and maybe they'll break lows, maybe they won't. But at least at first, at the open, you're going to get a bounce a large majority of the time for these big gap downs. Like, let's see if we can find another one. Here's a slight gap down, but that's not the best example. Yeah, if you guys know any better examples, let me know. What else is there? Let's see. Netflix, I think, right? Netflix gap down big yesterday. Yeah, Netflix gap down big yesterday. What did we get right at the open? We got a pretty big bounce up to 320s. That's a good example of it. Eventually it came right back down, but we did get a nice bounce. What's another gap down recently? And yeah, I mean, I'm just trying to show you guys, like, that typically happens. You know, that typically happens most of the time with some of these gap downs. You know, they're going to bounce back originally at the open. They probably end up coming back down, but most of the time they bounce back some. Basic point is that I know a lot of traders look for gap downs and they think it's going to continue going down, and a lot of times they'll end up shorting it at the open, and I think that's just the wrong move. I think a lot of the time they're going to end up just bouncing originally, stopping you out, and then they may come back down later on in the day. So MU, big move. BA, Boeing, big gap up there as well. Chewy, moving again. I'm going to watch Chewy again. IQ, maybe watch that one. ALV, ZS. So yeah, we got some options for sure. Skechers. You don't see what? He said we do not see it. You don't see what? Oh, I think I might be in the way here. Here, let me move myself out the way. I'll just put myself here for now, you know. Yeah, point is that don't when you see a big monster gap down, I know human nature is probably to be short biased or bearish, but I think a lot of the time you're going to get a rebounding move originally at the open. And so just be careful, I guess, is my advice. Hey, buddy, that's loud.
What's loud?
You stomping around.
I wasn't stomping, I was running.
Oh, you were running?
Yeah.
That was loud. There we go. It's my buddy right here. Right?
Right.
Alright, bud. Alright, come here. And my daughter here, who wants to be on stream because her brother's on stream.
No.
Yeah. Alright. You see? Look, there you are right there. You see? Look.
Yeah.
He sees. That's you.
Did you see me in the camera now?
Nope, now you're gone.
No, here's all.
Alright. Both of you.
What?
Thank you for the hugs. No.
I'm cold.
Both of y'all. Here, time to let me work a little bit. Alright.
Hey, I'm gonna see how loud it is.
No, hey buddy, you gotta go.
I just wanna see how loud it is.
Buddy, you gotta go sit over there.
I just wanted to see how loud it is, though.
It's not loud at all, man.
No, I mean if it gets to the red.
Alright, hold on, guys. Alright, so I finally got my kids to go in the other room. Those are my kids. And again, I mean, another good example of this is CODX. I know for some reason a lot of people get really long biased in some of these penny plays. You know, like if you look at stock twits, everybody's saying, "Oh, bullish." Let's see, let's see the stock twits people now for CODX. Yeah, see, this is the problem. Like, if you look at stock twits, people just straight up marry these stocks. Like, CODX, it is not a stock to marry. You know, I'm sorry, but, like, look at CODX here. Look at the long-term chart of CODX. This is one of the worst long-term charts I've ever seen. And if you look at the long-term chart, you know. Like, you know this thing is not a stock to marry. Every single time this thing spikes up, it fails. And so to be bullish on this, realistically, I got to question your intelligence. Look at this. Every single time it spikes up, spike, fail, spike, fail, spike, fail, spike, fail, spike, fail. It's in a long-term downtrend, and any spikes that it actually makes, it ends up failing, and it just drops right back down to the original price. And so what did we get yesterday? You get a big gap up, and then you get a subsequent fail. This is when I was actually looking to buy a put option on yesterday. They just didn't actually sell any on Robinhood. But I was looking to put option, short option this one, and they just didn't have any. But this is what happens with a large majority of penny stocks. And so, you know, it's one of those things where, you know, it's fine to be long short term. Like if you wanna scalp penny stock bullish moves, that's fine. I understand that. But if you are legitimately trying to invest in any of these stocks like this, then you're just, you know, you're either very gullible and you just get talked into it, or I don't know. It's one of those things where it's just very obvious. Like these stocks are just weak and they're just terrible companies. You know, they're just terrible companies. Is the truth. And you don't marry these type of stocks. And I feel bad for all these people on stock twits because they're just delusional about it. To be honest, you know. But I mean, again, I think that's what the market is. I think that's what the market is now. I think with all the gurus out there that advertise penny stocks, I think that's what the market is. I think that's the first thing that new traders see. You know, it's one of the reasons. Like my channel, like it's a big channel. My YouTube channel, it's a big channel, but you know, some of the penny stock channels get more views than me. And again, it's just because they trade penny stocks, and like that's what new traders want is penny stocks. And I'm just not that type of trader. I trade some penny stocks, again, mostly on the short side. But I think, you know, people don't really understand what trading is, and so when they start to learn trading and they start to learn about it, they're just kind of, they have just these gurus that are, you can make millions of dollars by buying my penny stock course. You can make millions of dollars by buying my penny stock course. Just pay me $4,000 or $5,000. Just join and pay me all this money. And that's the first thing that rookie traders see is all these penny stock gurus, pushing penny stocks, pushing long term or pushing bullish sentiments in penny stocks. And I think once you actually learn the market and you experience the market for yourself, then you start to understand that most of the time these stocks fail, and most of the time they come back down to where at least 50%. And if you're looking to hold these things for any significant amount of time on the upside, then you are most of the time going to get burned in your accuracy, and it's just most of the time it's just not going to work out. But again, I think it's one of those things where new traders are advertised penny stocks, they're pushed penny stocks, and so that's what they try to do. Most of the time they end up failing, they end up giving up, and they end up just losing some money and then going back to whatever they did before. I think is probably the pretty common tale in trading, and it's not what anybody wants to hear, obviously, but it's the truth. And that's why I just try to tell people the truth about it. GoPro. We got Netflix, like I said. CLF ended up bouncing back. Again, look at this previous day's closing price. Same level I was talking about earlier. That previous day's closing price is actually pretty significant.
Maddie, get up. No, put it up now.
FCX doesn't look bad either. Alright, but yeah, let me know what your main watches are today. And listen, I'm not hating on people who trade penny stocks, because there are ways to profit from them, obviously ways to profit from them. But I think if you want me to tell you the truth as a trader, and if you want me to tell you the most realistic chances for success in day trading, it's not penny stocks. It's just not. And again, penny stocks make these big percentage moves, and so they're really enticing and tempting, and that's what's advertised to new traders. But I think if you're going to start day trading, your best chance of success is actually kind of mid-cap stocks. Maybe I'm biased because I trade mid-cap stocks, but I think that's probably your best chance for success. I think that's what you see. I think all the big gurus sell penny stocks, and I think they do that for a number of different reasons. I think one of the reasons is because if you're trading low float penny stocks and you have a decent following, you can actually make some of those stocks move with your following. They'll never admit to that, but they can actually make some of those stocks move with their following. If they say, hey, I'm buying in this stock, and their whole following tries to copycat their trades, and it's a low float stock, they can actually make that thing move. And so that's one of the reasons the gurus push penny stocks. Now, again, I think your chances of success are lower in penny stocks, and I think one of the bigger reasons for that is because they're harder to test. You can't really back test a penny stock because a different penny stock is moving every day. To where if you're trading a mid-cap, high-cap stocks, you can kind of learn how certain stocks move and then attack that. But it's tough, and yeah, I think the penny stock world is too saturated right now, and I think that people would have better results if they just stopped trying so hard to, be these gurus that they see, and just kind of find their own style in trading. I'll be right back, guys. I'm going to go tell my kids goodbye. I'll be right back. All right, guys. So I'm back. Yeah. So like I said, we do have these mugs. I'm gonna be giving away some today. You can see they're pretty cool. Beginner trading VWAP fade mugs. They got the green inside for trading. Trading style. So I think they're pretty cool. We'll be doing a giveaway probably towards the end of the stream. So if you want one of those, stick around. We'll try to give a few away. All right, guys. So we'll see what we have today. Let me know if you guys see anything new popping up on the scanners here. CLF bouncing all the way back. FCX doesn't look bad. You're going to be looking at JD.com. JD. OTLK as well. OTLK. I wonder if OTLK has put options on it, because I wouldn't mind buying a put option on OTLK. I think OTLK might actually run, but I also think that it might drop down to $2 again. So it just depends on how cheap those put options would be. Let me see. No options, unfortunately. GCI. They have some ridiculous options here. Just some ridiculous options. Like they have one for they have one for GCI dropping 50%. GCI dropping 50% down to $4. That's like 30% lower than its lifetime lows. Just some crazy options here. I don't know who's going to be buying those things, man. MTP. Yeah, maybe you guys can help me out. Yeah, what I'm really trying to do here is find some... Basically, what I'm looking for is I'm looking for stocks like CODX. But I'm looking for stocks that look like... Let me find one on the daily chart that I like. Yeah. So I'm looking for a stock like this, guys. It's pretty rare that I'll actually be able to find it, but if you find one, you can double your account quickly. So I'm looking for a move like this, where it's up, even if it's not just one day like this one. I'm looking for a move like CODX, where it's just a downtrending stock that spikes up, and it needs to be under $10, and it needs to have options available on Robinhood. I think it's pretty rare, but yeah, if you guys know any overextended stocks that are under $10 that are overextended on the upside, let me know, because that's really what I'm looking at here. That's what I'm trying to take advantage of. It's just these overextended moves. But yeah, most of these, like I said, they just don't have options. Y'all see GameStop? I wonder how much GameStop options are gonna be. There's lots of GameStop options. I think they know. I think they know, man, that GameStop's just not going to cut it. I don't mind this one. I mean, this one's $20, $3.80 put option. And GameStop. Problem with GameStop is it looks like it's a higher float stock. Let me know. And it's just, I don't know. It's a month-long put option, so I think it could drop 40 cents easily in a month. I'll take it. Whatever. I think it's already so extended on the downside, though, that it may be a moot point. But, now we got volume. NEPT. What do you guys think? I mean, I might, like, I could even sell this if I'm not super into it. But what do you guys think about a put option on a GameStop here? Hold on, I got Mitch's screen in the way now. What do you guys think about a put option on GameStop here? Like, I think it's a terrible company. I think I don't know if you guys saw all the Camelot drama, where it's like an ex-GameStop employee. He worked there for like 11 years. He's been talking about all the stories from working at GameStop. Regardless of any of that, though, I think GameStop is just an obsolete business model. And so I think it's going to fail. It's just about whether they sell it or like what happens before then. But maybe for some fun, I'll buy one. If we get super weak, maybe I can take advantage of it. Like, I can buy one for $20. Yeah, it's not bad. It's a $4 option for a month from now. I'll take it. Acceptable. What? Okay. Doubled in price. That's unfortunate. Oh, no, wait. No, it didn't. It's the same price. Honestly, they got another one that's $5, and it's a $3 strike price. I'm going to buy that thing right now, man. Because, I mean, $5, I know it's weak, but GameStop's been getting hammered. So I'll buy both of those if they can actually fill me. Yeah, I mean, penny stocks, but like I said, I think penny stocks, I think, let me see, we got Mitch here. I think penny stocks are terrible companies, and I think when people get them advertised to them so much that they just marry them. And so, like I said, you can go to Stock Twist and you can just see all, like CODX, prime example. Just gullible people. You know, just gullible people that are, just gullible people that... MTP? Look at solid. Sorry, I saw this on Mitch's screen. I wonder if MTP has options. I doubt it. But yeah, just gullible people that, you know, they get behind hype, or maybe they've invested too much into it already, or maybe they've watched too many guru penny stock videos. And so just gullible people, they just get wrapped up in penny stocks and they start just going long, and they double down and they bag hold, and it just, again, I mean, sometimes you're going to get these big parabolic movers, and you will get those sometimes. But most of the time, they come right back down. Really, most of the time, they probably drop the same, like, after they gap up huge, they probably drop before that. And so there's only two options with penny stocks. You can try to predict the moves before they actually happen, and that's reasonable. You know, if you get in before the move, that's fine. But if you're trying to go long on a gapping stock for any type of significant amount of time, I'm not talking about scalping or just very quick trades where you're just buying it on the dip or bouncing strategies. Those are fine too. But if you're holding a penny stock overnight that is up 400%, I think you're a little gullible. And I think I feel bad for all the dudes on stock twits with CODX. What's up, bro? Alright, guys.
A little bit of a bad hair day for me, so don't expect the video to be up.
It's earnings season, man. We got a lot of big gappers here. We got Skechers. They got your baby MU on things up. We got CLF, which is moving a little bit. We got CRWD. We got Red Robin, RRGB. We got GCI, MDGS.
Bunch of them.
Yeah.
Gonna need a bigger watch list.
Yeah, man. I'm just trying to find some put options. Like maybe I'm crazy. I don't think let's see if I actually got filled. I tried to buy a few different GameStop put options, but I don't think I was filled quite yet. No, not filled on any of them. Why not? I mean, let me see.
Fishing. ZM on there. D Pro.
Probably gotta wait for the option or the market to open for these, probably.
Bud on there. That
Yeah,
Bud,
BED.
man.
No volume on that one, though. Yeah, you should be able to hear Mitch now. Yeah, you should be good.
What's
It
going
is
on,
Friday.
Steve?
Microsoft. Momo. Gapping up. GoPro. Zoom. So yeah, earnings season. A lot of earnings. Roku. SQ.
Oh, yeah, what? MTP has a strong 250 hold. You want to see if there's going to be bag buyers in that stock. If not, it can crush down to $2 again.
So they do have some options for GCI. Let's see. Nah, too much. Let me see. See what they got. It's just not extended enough, especially on the daily chart. No. Got MDGS. If MDGS can spike up again, I don't mind that one. Because that one spikes. Here's another example. MDGS, another exact. I mean, look at this. So this is what usually happens, guys. Like, look at CODX and MDGS. Look at the parallels between these two. They look exactly the same. And this is what usually happens with these low float penny stock gap ups. It's just what happens. And so, like I said, I think the people promoting swing trading these on the upside are the ones you need to be very, very wary of, you know. I'm not going to say who, but like I said, I saw one of these gurus was promoting swing trading penny stocks after gap ups on the long side. Just crazy. You know what I mean? And I think a lot of their followers are going to lose money. But let's see, we also got SNES. I'm just looking at the daily chart as well. FRSX. FRSX doesn't look bad. I don't mind if they have. I hope they have some put options on FRSX because that one's solid actually. No options. I'd short that one all day. Unfortunately, it's not. No options. PIR. Too extended on the downside. ATRA, same thing. MLNT, kind of in the middle. CIRK, 2 down. AMC. PHUN. I remember that one. SENS. Most of these penny stocks are just not extended. EXK doesn't look bad, and it's cheap, and it looks like it might have. See, oh, they do have options on EXK. Let's see what these things are running. Put options mid-August. 250. I'll take that one if they'll let me buy it. 250 put option. This thing's below 250 now.
Red Robins.
Look at the SPY. Yeah, the SPY is up, right? Yeah, SPY's.
Yeah. It's going to be that 300 break day. Let's see what happens. Can she make 300?
Yeah, I think she can. I don't know if she's going to hold it, but I think she can make it. She also has got some resistance here too, though, you know. So yeah, EXK, this is the problem with EXK, is that it looks extended on the upside. It's a 250 option, so it hasn't even broken 250 on the upside yet. And it's a month-long option. And so it did just get a lot of news. Let me look up the news and catalyst for EXK. Because I don't mind that one. Endeavor Silver acquires exploration and exploitation rights to 2 properties adjacent to the Guanaceví mine, Durango State in Mexico.
Man, AMRN's been destroyed since Monday.
Yeah, man. It's been getting hammered.
I wish I would have been in that fade on Monday. That nice little $2 drop at the close.
Let me, hold on. Let me write this down. I wanted the bounce yesterday. The bounce yesterday looked solid. There we go. On that
Boeing.
AMRN.
Boeing on there.
I've been trading these higher cap stocks more and more. Like yesterday, I traded what did I trade yesterday? I gotta remember. My volume is very low. For me or Mitch? It should be. Yeah, I got this new mic. Let me
I think you're fine. But
yeah. Hey, appreciate the sub, Andrew. Welcome, brother. Appreciate it, man. Yeah, guys, hit that subscribe button. Like I said, we do this live every weekday. We go live every weekday morning. So hit that sub button.
You gotta look into that boom mic. That one that could connect to the headset.
Yeah, man. I mean, honestly, this one works fine. I just like I said, like look at this. I have my new setup here. You know, and so, but I ordered this one off of Amazon, and the mic is too heavy to like hold. You know what I mean? To like hold it up, and so I have it like zip tied there, so it'll actually work. You know what I mean? I have it zip tied, but whatever works, man. If it works, as long as you guys can hear me and my volume's okay, then I'll leave it there. All right.
The blue.
Yeah. Both sound good. Cool. All right. CLF acting. Yeah, CLF acting weird. Just kind of shady, really. It just depends on how much volume it has at the open. If it drops, I'll consider it at the open, but It's a little shady so far, you know.
It's gonna be dumb at the open.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I mean, we'll see. The news was good. I don't know why this drop happened anyway. The only thing I could think of is that a big trader sold his position. Um, okay, so actually, the second quarter profit declined, revenue went up, so that's why. Um,
All right, big resistance in ZM. ZM gonna be one that I watch today. It's a little bit of a bigger price stock, but been seeing this stock kind of create a bearish pattern at the top. So with that being said, a squeeze over 100 is possible, but a pullback also to the 87.50 is also possible. So that gives us a lot more risk and return on the downside than on the upside. So I'll be watching ZM just in case we get that nice breakdown. Be looking for a nice breakdown to the 96.50 area, and then I'll be looking to short that one. ZM.
I don't mind that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, got some resistance at 98.10 or so.
Yeah. Big resistance at that 100. If it gets to that 100, yeah, you could get that squeeze, but other than that, it could reject down there.
Yep. If you like penny stocks, FCEL, look at that one go. Kind of makes me miss trading penny stocks because these are the ones I would attack. So whenever I would trade penny stocks, a lot of the time the ones that I had the best results with were the ones under $1. And I would ride them up to $1. A lot of times they're going to push up to test the $0.50 as well. So when I did trade penny stocks, these are the ones I would kind of go for. This one's starting to run up. These are just getting pumped up a lot of the time though. But yeah, look at that one start to make moves for FCEL. Yeah, appreciate that, Richard. ATRA is one I'm watching. Solid gap up. It's actually tradable for us. Solid gap up. So yeah, we'll see what else we can have here this morning. CLF, ATRA. Main watches probably AMD, MU, CLF, ATRA, Skechers, and what was the other one I was watching? CRWD. I think those look solid. I'm gonna look to short some of those depending on how the overall market acts this morning. But yeah, ATRA, AMD, MU, CRWD, Skechers, SKX, and CRW. What was the other one? Yeah, CLF. Tenth grade homework is annoying, but I wouldn't miss your live stream for anything. 10th grade, man.
Hey, doing it right, Junior. Started early.
Yeah, man. Do your homework, bro. You know?
Forget homework. Study the stocks.
Do your homework, man. You know?
Homework never paid me. It's like if I could go back, take my college education money, I'd use it different ways. Let's just say that much.
I mean, I think it depends on what your major is. I think with college, it all depends on your major. And I didn't graduate college, and so maybe but I think it all depends on what your major is. You know, I think if you're majoring in like psychology or like, I think if you're majoring in anything non-technical, I think it's a waste of time. Like I think if you're doing engineering, very valued, very realistic degree. I think if you're doing engineering or science or math
or business,
business, no, business is
business definitely no.
Yeah, business is probably a waste of time.
Yeah, without a doubt. That's journalism. Why I'm laughing about it.
Journalism as well. Journalism is probably a waste of time too. So that's what I'm saying. It depends. If it's a technical degree, definitely understandable.
You're gonna be a nurse, a doctor, engineer,
right. Engineer, lawyer,
coding.
Right.
Coding is still
Electrical
good.
engineering, right? 100%. Coding is actually even starting to switch. Like, of course, you'll get a better job if you go to college, but most coders, like I taught myself coding, and most coders actually go to boot camps now instead of
Exactly.
getting a college degree, because you can get in 3 months if you go to a trading boot or a coding boot camp in 3 months, you can be certified as a coder and get a job as a software engineer in 3 months. And so that's much faster than getting your degree. Of course, you're not going to be working at Google, you know what I mean? At least not at first, but you're going to be able to get a solid job most of the time through a boot camp. Without necessarily needing a college degree, but again, like with college, I think it's all technical. Depending, like, of course, lawyer, doctor, but like engineering for sure. But I think the issue is like the problem with our whole society right now is that at this point, what does every parent tell their kid? It's a expectation that their kids go to college. And every kid needs to go to college, and it's pushed so hard at this point that every kid needs to go to college, and college is good and yada yada yada. But some kids just aren't meant to go to college. Some kids are better at other stuff, and they're gonna have better experiences and make more money doing other things than
I mean,
aside from college. And
we
so,
all can't just do jobs that are going to study the books, you know. Sometimes it's good to find some jobs that, hey, you could be an apprentice. There's a lot of apprenticeships that, mentorships that you can make good money in.
right. I mean, there's a lot of stuff. Like I said, coding. Even if you don't, if you're stuck wondering what you do, like one thing I did is I taught myself to code. And I know most people are going to be like, well, you need math. You have to be good at math. Not necessarily so. Most of coding is actually copying and pasting old libraries or importing old libraries. So you don't have to do the complex algorithms. They've already done that, and you can just import that algorithm into your code. And so you don't actually have to be great at math to be a good coder. You know what I mean? And like I said, coding is one of those things where, you know, if you don't have a good job right now, or if you're struggling, or if whatever, like I said, if you go to a coding boot camp in 3 months, 3.5 months most of the time, in 3.5 months, you can be a certified software engineer in 3 months. And you can get a job making, I don't know, 50, 80 grand a year, depending on what state you're in. And so you could do that. And like I said, 3.5 months. And so programming is one of those things that's starting to kind of sway the other direction, to where it used to be you had to go to college and you had to get a degree to be a software engineer. Now it's you got to go to a 3 month boot camp, and that's one of the ones where you don't necessarily need college. I think if you go to college, you're going to get paid more, but you're also going to spend 4 years learning something that takes 3.5 months if you devote every day to it. Um, and so, and it all just depends. Like I taught myself Python first, and then JavaScript after that, and then HTML, CSS, Flex, and like all the other stuff. But it just takes time, and it's something that you can pick up. I taught myself at 30, so it's like it's not too late, I guess. But with college, it's just you gotta just because your parents want you to go to college doesn't mean you should. Every parent's gonna want their kid to go to college, but some kids aren't meant to. And if you're trying to go to college for business or journalism or any non-technical degree aside from like doctor, lawyer, I think that you're probably gonna be pretty disappointed.
All
After.
right. Gonna have a big watch on ANF today. ANF.
Yeah, man. Abercrombie and Fitch.
We'll be watching that one just because I've been watching this one for a couple kind of days. Just go up, 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 working its way to the resistance. It has a big, big resistance at 20. It's already rejected there at the 19 level. And, if it cracks down through this 18, we can just start going right back down to those levels, back down to 15. So we'll be watching this one, see what happens, see the volume that gets in at the open, see if we get a big short at the open, or if we get this kind of collect some volume down here. A huge kind of spread right now from 815 to 881. So what I want to see is the open kind of knock down through the 18s.
Thanks for having me to your TED Talk, John. Oh, no worries, man. Of course. I mean, like I said, don't listen to me. Like, figure it out on your own. I'm just saying, technical degrees are where it's at. If you're going to college, even if
Yeah.
you're scared of math, get a technical degree. You know,
Yeah.
like that's your most likely chance of success. Because if not, you're gonna waste time, and like it's not a realistic expectation for a lot of people, depending on what their degree is.
It's like this. Go to business school, they said. It'd be
Right,
fun, they said.
right,
You'll learn, they said.
right. It's like if you spent
Then
that
four
time,
years later.
all your money's gone. You're at 40 grand in debt. You know what I mean? And
Or you're like me, trading the market.
yeah, I mean it's like I said. I went for my original degree was going to be business administration, but I regretted it because if I would have spent those years actually being involved in business, I would probably be way ahead right now. And so,
I went for the most advanced one, finance.
I mean, finance is
Still nothing.
reasonable. Finance is
Still
reasonable
nothing.
if you live in New York. You know what I mean? If finance is reasonable, if you live in New York
Uh,
around
even
Wall
then,
Street,
even then, John, uh,
nah.
I could tell you, man. I did my research. The only way I was gonna get into one of those big firms was sucking up, and and that's just not for me. I had a couple friends that had some good connections in Merrill Lynch and Morgan Stanley, and I have a couple friends that actually work for those companies right now. Um, but really, what it was how rigid can you stick to their system too, and that's really not for me. I didn't get in finance to kind of work for someone else. I got in finance to kind of work for people that I want to help. Eventually I want to get to a point where I can definitely help people invest and kind of guide them and advice. But I'm not really more of the analysis type of guy that just wants to do paperwork and work in one sector, and, and that's just not me. You know, sometimes you just got to realize what's really going to work for you.
Right. Yeah, for sure. I think my dad always like wanted me to, especially once he saw me trading stocks. He said, "Oh, go get a degree in finance." And it's just like I even told him I was like, "Look, man, if I was in New York, maybe I would consider it, but I'm in Texas. You know how many stockbrokers? I don't want to go work for Edward Jones. You know what I mean? Like that's the only option. I could probably work at Edward Jones without a finance degree,
I
but
got an internship offer from
yeah, man.
Edward Jones.
Honestly, and that's the thing. It's like that's just not what I want to do. Like it's weird. It ended up working out.
They
Like
don't
what I
even
do now.
trade. They don't even trade. That's my problem. Is that I looked into how most brokers take their trades, and everything's decided for them.
Right. Well, most of the time they do ETFs is what they attack a lot of the time.
Yeah,
Like if you're getting one of the more aggressive portfolios with Edward Jones, a lot of times they're just attacking ETFs and
and
like
it's the
long
big
term.
boys that make the decision, though.
Right. And
It's
like
the New
long term,
Yorkers.
long term, you probably have the same results if you just buy. Like if you're trying to invest long term, just research healthy companies that you think are going to be around in 10 years. Buy and hold. That's the single most successful form of investing that there ever is. The Warren Buffett
I would
method.
actually agree with the the kind of one of the Warren Buffett methods. Wait for 3% or 1% greater than drops in the SPY or the QQQ overall. If you see any of those big drops in the market, those are buying opportunities. That's what
Right.
at least our man Warren Buffett says. You see drops to 3% in the market, you buy up, you don't sell.
Yep.
And over the last 2 or 3 years, that would have made you some really decent money. You know, if you would have bought the pullback at the beginning of the year, you'd be looking pretty nice.
Yeah, man. I mean, I just never got in long term investing. Like I have an IRA account, but uh, I'm too impatient for it. Like it's better that my stockbroker does it for me. Because I'm just too impatient with it. And yeah, I'm probably eating a few percent, but it's
I
not for.
mean,
It's just about saving at this point.
the coolest things that I think I learned is I learned a couple ways to uh, develop what's called the uh, curve for a bond and pricing bonds. I think that's probably the most advanced thing that I learned in finance that you could actually apply, but it's really, really difficult. You have to create spreadsheets and kind of an algorithmic program to trade for you. So we're talking about a completely different level of trading, and it isn't easy, you know.
Yeah, man.
Um,
I thought I learned code. I thought I knew code. You know, when I was learning JavaScript and Python, I thought I knew it well. I was like, yeah, this is getting boring. I know it super well. I know it super well. And then I looked up how to code, how to create an algorithm for trading, and I realized I knew nothing because that stuff was so complicated for me. Just pages on pages on pages of just code with it's just super difficult to understand. So I'm like, I know some code, but that made me realize how far away I was from actually being able to create a trading algorithm for coding because that stuff was just super complicated, and that'd probably take years to really learn how to do. Um, so I just
look at
realized how
that.
little I know, man.
You guys don't want to see me behind a desk? I think I've been fighting the system for so long that I finally found a way to be in a fight with the system every day, the market.
Do they feel me? No.
You know which one I like for a huge short over the long term?
What?
Ready for this one, John?
AMD?
Microsoft.
Microsoft? I don't know about that, man.
I don't know, man. I think, I think Microsoft one of those companies that in the long run is just gonna kind of fade away.
Mm,
I know that sounds impossible to hear, but I think that it's a company that doesn't have as much innovation as I would want from a company that just keeps expanding and has more than enough money to create innovation. But I don't think they really separate themselves from Apple or any of the bigger kind of tech companies. And when the market comes back down, if there's a day that we do have kind of the crash, this is going to be one of the stocks that I'll be looking to attack. Um, I think from the last kind of pull, if you go back, the stock used to be trading under $100. I think that's kind of where this stock should kind of be.
I don't know. I mean, I think that just from their market cap or their market space, that they'll probably be fine. I think that there's gonna be some swings, but I think that considering
Go
most computers are
go.
bought.
Do you have a monthly chart?
Here, hold
If
on.
you go as far back on Microsoft as you can, you at least see the run that I'm talking about. I don't know if this run can continue. That run is really, really, really big. We're talking about from the 30s, all it was in $30 all the way up until 2016, and then it really broke out and got all the way to 140. So triple 300 times the gains in this bull market. It's not something I'm looking to short in the short term, but really long term, I could see it back down there to 100.
I don't know, man. Maybe.
We'll see.
All right, guys. Sorry, I'm just getting everything rolling here. Yeah, that's what even like Microsoft has their hand in so much, like Xbox, everything. I don't think they're gonna, I think they're gonna be around for a while.
Uh,
Yeah.
I really don't think the new gaming consoles are gonna do as great as people think.
I think it's gonna do. I think it'll probably. I think typically Microsoft on average does better than PlayStation, and it's been like that for years and years and years. And like Elijah said, they were the sole presenters at E3 this year, and so they're definitely, like I said, as an avid Xbox player, I think Microsoft's gonna be around.
The
All
big
right.
shorts on.
All right, AMD. We're getting a little bit of a move here from AMD spiking up some. Like I said, I'm watching ATRA. I wonder if they're gonna fill me on GameStop. Try to buy some put options on GameStop.
MU, quick down move there. All the way to the support there. CGC, hard down move.
Look at AMD spiking. Okay, so I did get filled. I got filled on my $5 option for GameStop. Yeah, $5 is better than nothing. See, now it's down to $16. I'm about to cancel my... I bet you they probably filled me now. No, they didn't. Shoot, I'm going to cancel this and then try to get filled in that other one. ATRA dropping. You going to cancel my order? Come on. They failed me. Yeah, I figured they would. They say, no, no, no. You're going to try to cancel that? Yeah. Whatever. I still got a month. Alright, guys. CLF. We'll see where that one goes. SQ dropping. CGC just volume's too low right now, I think. VWAP's too high as well. Netflix tanking. AMD for a VWAP bounce looks interesting. I've also realized, like yesterday, I realized I'd probably do better when I'm a little bit more active in the market. Like, I realize I kind of do better when I'm a little bit more active in the market. Thinking about maybe buying a little bit of AMD with the risk of 15. Too late. That was the move. I was trying to get it at 20 with the risk of 15, so like 5 or 6 cents. It spiked up to 30 really quick here. CRWD dropping some. CRWD, it might be a nice little fade there.
Yeah, it honestly might be. If it can get up to 85s.
Like I said, guys, we're actually doing a mug giveaway today. As you can see, we got these nice little beginner trading mugs here. VWAP fades. And so we're going to be giving 2 away. I'll probably let the market calm down a little bit before we give any away, but we're going to be giving 2 away today.
Guys. Where the wind blows.
All right, I'm looking at ATRA now. If ATRA can pull back, it already faded once a little bit today. More of a rejection than a fade, but watching that one. Netflix looking super weak. Skechers. Just waiting it out right now. I was looking for the VWAP bounce on AMD. I might take a few of Netflix as well. Just depends if it can climb back up there.
Right. Ah. Man, that spread just spread out on me on ZM. I was about to hit it there at 89s. 96.89. The risk was going to be 97.25, 100 shares. But the spread on that one is just ridiculous.
I tried to buy in at 22s for AMD and it bounced up really quick, so just a bad fill. Um, Only in with 100 shares, luckily, but yeah, well, I'll ride it out, see if we can get a big move up. If not, my risk is like 5 cents, 10 cents, so I'll be alright regardless, but unfortunate. Don't mind adding a few more if it does start to move up, but didn't get full sizing in. Didn't get the entry I wanted. I'll probably just give it away to a random person in the chat. In all honesty, I don't know if it's gonna be like a rule or rules or anything. I'll probably just give it away to randomly. Just 2 people.
Shed. The delusion.
All right, we're getting pretty close to my exit here on AMD. Kind of looks like a rejection now. But like I said, tiny loss. Gonna look at Skechers now. Gonna look at CRWD now. Looking at MU. Just getting hammered. Right at my wrist now for AMD. I'm gonna go ahead and get out there. So $11 loss. Just broke my wrist, and that's okay. CGC maybe for a bounce, but the volume on CGC is so low. But yeah, kind of this week has been all about worse starts for sure, and a little bit better finishes. Let's see. So I'm watching Roku here. I don't mind Roku if we can get up there. Maybe Netflix too. Just about what kind of share size I want to take with Netflix. Get in at 20 with the risk of like 68. So risk of 50 cents. So I probably want to just take a little tiny share size, considering. $80s. I was about to buy some on Netflix, but it just didn't quite get as high as I needed it to. It dropped a little bit too quick. I'll get ready for it if it gets back up there, but until then, I'm just going to hang out with it.
Bad fill there, but you got an EMPH. Annoyed with that fill. It was like 5 cents under where I clicked it. But just got to stay with it now.
Yeah, this is why I got out of AMD, is because like this was my risk here at 15, and you could just see what happened after that. It just tanked. See what the market overall is doing right now. Like I said, I'm kind of looking at Netflix if we can get up to 323. Which one are you in?
The EMPH. It's a really nice one, but if I would have had my original entry, I could have already been getting ready to take profits at 2060. Now I got to figure out the plan here because I'm stuck in the middle. What I talked about yesterday, what you don't want to be.
All right, so I just jumped in Netflix with 15 shares, so just a tiny position. But we're getting a big monster squeeze up. Luckily, I took a super tiny position in this one. I just don't want to get caught in a red to green move. So we break the whole dollar. I just got to jump out. Looking more at the level 2.
All right, I hit the ad there, guys. Going for a takedown here in EMPH.
I got out of Netflix. It just didn't act like I wanted it to. Skechers here. Maybe a little early for Netflix, it seems. But let's see what Skechers has. Keeping risk small today. 39s. Risk of 40s. Not bad with Skechers.
Risk right now is 2080.
40s. Well, glad I jumped out of Skechers there. Spy is pulling back to the VWAP. Yeah, you're a little bit late, Robin Hood. It's now texting me telling me I was filled. Hey, Netflix, I really don't mind it here. Now that it put in this high, I could risk off of this high all day at 324.
Get a quick squeeze and a pullback there. Watching it right now. If it gets back above 2080s, you got to get out. Squeezed really quickly, but then it pulled back really quickly. Just got to be careful here on shares filling.
So, again, we've just been getting a lot of fake outs with fades lately. Just a ton of fake outs with fades. At least the original fades at the open. Like the original fades at the open have just been getting faked out left and right. Skechers, even if they end up dropping after that, they've just been getting faked out a ton. So like Skechers is a good example.
All right, more than likely going to get squeezed out right here on this next tick. Yep, squeezed out there. Definitely annoyed there, guys. Horrible entry. I hit it right on the right spot. I didn't know. I got a really bad fill there. Taking way too big of a hit early in the day. Definitely annoyed with my trading there. Got to trade better than that.
AMD at 324 got rejected, so it put in a little bit of confirmation there. Like I said, I could risk off of that all day, and the risk in this trade is super small. Getting a pullback down. Don't stress it, bro. You'll bounce back, man. It's been a tough
just
week.
that fill is just ridiculous. I can't blame anybody but myself.
All right, so Netflix is testing the top of that range again. And like I said, I just got to keep that top. It's put in. If it gets rejected here, it's a triple top. But if it breaks, it could break hard. So that's what I got to watch here. Hopefully that triple top holds now that it put in another resistance at that level. but it's right there now. Testing it, hands over the oof, big squeeze up. Small trade though, still less than $30 down on the day. But yeah, like I said, what I'm noticing about myself lately is that the first few trades, at least in this market, have not been working well. At least for me, I've been taking, definitely having low accuracy the first few trades of the day, and so I've been trading smaller the first few trades because it just hasn't been working as well. See, and then we got another rejection down here for Netflix, but it's just a little bit too squeeze-ish right now. SPY completely reversed here, actually, in the last 3 minutes. So that actually might help Netflix get dragged down. But I'm also looking at MU. If MU can get up there, that doesn't look like a bad fade. And CRWD is at the VWAP. You may be able to use like 57 as your risk. Just a big range. But with the SPY cracking lows here. But yeah, this is what I mean. So like look at Netflix faked out with a fade. We got Skechers faked out with the fade. We got ENPH, Mitch's stock faked out with a fade. We got Roku's actually picking a direction, so I might watch Roku. But yeah, a lot of stuff is just faking out. So when that happens, I may just look for bounces. But yeah, look at Netflix start to squeeze. Glad I got out of it. That was why that level was my risk. AMD is right there at the VWAP now. It just depends here what's going to happen. So I could base it off of 22 as a risk. Maybe I'll take that for AMD. All right, so I got about an 8-cent risk in this trade for AMD. We'll see. Looking for about a 20-cent gain. 20 cent per share, I mean. Hey guys, I'm a college student looking to do swing trading. Where do you recommend I start? I think you should probably just start learning. There's a lot of good free content out there. There's going to be a lot of gurus that try to sell you their courses and classes. Most content is available for free online as it is, and so it's up to you whether you want to buy their courses. But again, I think most of this content is for free online, and I think you gain the most from trading by experience. So you're going to learn more from experience than you're going to do from any course. And so maybe check out some free courses. If you're trying to do swing trading, I would say go check out our course. We have a free day trading course, but if you're doing swing trading, it's a little different. So I'm looking at CRWD now. It just depends on where I can get in. Because now you could use like this 45 area as your risk. If you get in at right around 84, you got about 45-cent risk. It's not terrible. MU didn't look bad for a fade either. CGC maybe for a rejection. Roku, if it pulls back, could fade there too. Like I said, guys, you see me trading small because lately I've been having terrible results for my first few trades. And so I'm just taking it slow, trading small, and going to probably take a little bit larger swing a little bit later if I see anything set up for it, but for now I'm just taking it slow. Looking at Roku here as well. How did I get into trading? I think I watched The Big Short, and then that made me somewhat interested, and then I looked on YouTube, watched all the typical guru nonsense.
All right, got an entry there in the ZM. ZM 200 shares, 96.88. Risk right now is 97.25. 200 shares, smaller position, bigger range. Let's see if we get a fade through here.
All right, we got AMD down to the whole dollar. I might take a little bit off here and then just hold the rest. Again, I'm taking these trades pretty slow. You are in, you said ZM for a fade?
Yeah.
Maybe I'll look to add back to AMD if it gets up to 12 or so. 10 maybe. I can add my sizing back. Looking at SQ, it's looking pretty weak too. Yeah, I could throw you up, Mitch, since this one, I'm only in with 50 shares now. This one on AMD, so I could throw you up. At least half the screen. There we go. Let me see if that works. There we go. MU with the fade was solid. Kind of regret missing that one, but it is what it is. All right, there's the whole dollar break on AMD. Beautiful fade so far. See if we can really crack under the whole dollar here. Gonna go ahead and get out of this, and then I'm gonna look to add back to this one on any subsequent bounces for AMD, but just wanted to get a green trade in the books. So a little $13 gain. And one of the ways I can do this is because commissions on TEFs is like $3 or $4 for this trade. It's gonna be like $3, so $10 in net profit or so probably from this one. And yeah, I mean that's one of the benefits of TradeNet and TEFs. There's no PDT rules, so I can day trade as much as I want. There's also, you know, with their base package, you get 14,000 in buying power to trade with, and you can actually short stocks on there, which is a huge benefit. For most new traders, they're not going to be able to short stocks until they have over 2K in buying power, because that's what you need for a margin account. And so that's a huge benefit of TradeNet and TEFs as well. And so if you're interested in checking them out, I'll post that link here. And they do have a sale, so you get their base package for less than $400. I think it's $379 right now. And again, I mean, it comes with 14K in buying power, no PDT rule. You can day trade as much as you want. Pretty cheap commissions if you use small sizing, a trading course, and chat room. so I'll post that link here if anybody wants to take advantage. There's the link if you want to check them out. I think the sale ends on Monday, I believe, so. Looking at AMD and MU. I'm also looking at CRWD here. Biggest thing I'm scared of with CRWD is the squeeze up. But, I mean, I could use a tiny sizing with it if I wanted to get in at 50, risk 50, so it's $1 risk. So, I mean, it's got a big range. There goes AMD pivoting back to the low of the day. I think that's been my biggest issue with fades is that I haven't been holding them long enough, but we'll see if we get a bounce back.
Might get squeezed out here, guys. It's on my risk.
All right, so I jumped in CRWD with 10 shares, so just a small position. Looking to maybe get 30 from it if I can. Skechers maybe with a VWAP bounce. SPY's weak today.
More than likely going to get squeezed out right here.
Nice slaw. Nice work. ATRA big bounce. Look at that ATRA with the fade. That was a nice little fade for ATRA. Unfortunate, but missed it. It happens. Alright, so with CRWD, we want to see a rejection right here. If it squeezes up and breaks the whole dollar, then I'm not going to like it as much for sure. We want to see a rejection for here, right here on CRWD, which is what we kind of got. It's down to the 70s. But '60s. SPY is actually rebounding here. It's up to 22.90. The SPY might actually fade. We'll see. I'm looking
I'm
at
out,
AMD.
guys. I'm out. Horrible day for me, guys. At max loss. Probably just gonna call it a day.
Yeah, don't stress it, brother.
Yeah, that first trade was just absolutely not what you want to do as a trader.
All right, we are getting this bounce back in AMD that I was talking about earlier. But we're also getting a spike up in Netflix. Yeah, I'm not trying to ride this up. I'm out. So I got out for a very small loss. I'm keeping my losses pretty small on the day. I'm also looking at AMD. But yeah, that's not what I wanted for Netflix. But luckily, there's a reason I'm taking super small sizing. Because I know for me specifically, my accuracy has just been terrible this week. I think it's been a tough week for fades in general. But we'll see what we get with AMD. I'm going to jump in here, try to maybe scale in a little bit bigger. We'll see. But yeah, it would have broken my wrist for sure anyway. I can risk off of this 15 level now, so my risk is about 10 cents. I want to get a full sizing at about 33.10. There's 08s. I could add to it. Like I said, full sizing at about 33.10 is what I'm looking for. This is just going to be a quick trade, but if we can get up to 33.10, I'll add a little bit to it. And then risk off of that 15 level is what I'm kind of looking to do. But yeah, that ATRA fade was actually really, really nice. I wish I would have seen that happening when it happened, but just missed it. Same thing with Roku. I was watching Roku. I just missed that one too. Alright, so I jumped in with another 100 shares here on AMD. Like I said, I'm only risking off of this 15 level. And I can let it test that some, but I got to be pretty strict with it, I think. Let's see, my average is basically 07, 06 and a half. Yeah, we're just looking for it to pivot back down to this low of the day again if we can get that. Hopefully the market will flush back down. We also got CGC up there too. So we'll see. Getting a little bit of a drop here. There's a force. What's up, Manny? What's up, man? Yeah, Roku. Roku was a solid fade, Mateo, so I hope you got that one, man. That was a solid fade. All right, there's 10. Like I said, I'm only risking off of this 15 level here, so my risk is pretty small. We're going to just look for it to continue fading. But yeah, fades, they just haven't been working as well as they usually did. me, so it says I need an official rule page. I'm gonna make one on WordPress real quick for this giveaway, apparently. See how fast I can make this giveaway page. Try to do this as fast as possible. Trying to try this out. There's 33, not bad. I'm gonna go ahead and take a little bit off here. So I took half off of that one on AMD. Nice little second fade there, I'll take it. 97. All right, I'm going to get off the last little bit of shares here for AMD, so I'll take it. Not a bad little gain there. I think I'm up $33 on AMD overall. And so, like I said, a little bit later on in the day is what's been working the best for me. I'll try to add back to it maybe if it bounces back there. We'll see. Yeah, maybe I got out a little bit early, but again, with these range-bound plays, I'm really not trying to hold for these low of the day breaks. I'm just trying to attack the range specifically.
I don't know if you can hear me. My internet's acting up now, so it's just another thing on top of it.
Alright, I think this rule works. We'll see. This should be fine. Let's see. Publish. That should work. This page might be a little messy, but there we go. Let's see how this page looks now. Let's see my menu item. I'm just going to throw it up on a menu item for my website. Appearance, menu. There we go. Alright, it's there. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and link that now then. So I did all that stuff. Oh, wait, I forgot one thing. Good, I remembered. Sorry, guys. I probably should be paying attention to trading, but I'm trying to do this giveaway today, so I gotta link the community guidelines. Alright guys, you guys ready for the giveaway? I'm going to post this link. Remember to go check out these rules. These are the rules for the giveaway. It's actually pretty simple giveaway rules. I'll go ahead and state them now. But the rules for this giveaway are... Hold on. There we go. Alright, let's preview this thing. Yeah, that works. Alright. So, anybody that wants to be in this and win a free coffee mug, must agree to the rules here as well. I'll go ahead and read these rules just so everybody can understand them, and I'm also going to copy and paste these rules. Alright, so this is the rule. These are the rules for this. I'm trying to follow the rules here. Here's the first set of the rules. Here's the second set. And here's the last set right here, which includes a link to the community guidelines. All right, so now that the rules are laid out, the way we're going to do this giveaway today, guys, is I'm going to call out a random, I'll go ahead and read these rules now. So, 1, the winners will be selected by being the first to type a specific number, letter, or phrase in the chat. We do not guarantee delivery or a warranty of any kind because obviously I can't guarantee they're actually going to get to your house. I'll ship them, but I can't guarantee that. Because of shipping prices, only U.S. addresses can be used in this giveaway. I'm not going to spend $30 shipping these things overseas. YouTube is not a sponsor of this contest, and all users and people that want to be involved in this free giveaway release YouTube from any and all liability related to this. We will not use your address for any reason other than shipping these coffee mugs, and you see the link for the community guidelines in that. And so, you guys ready? Let me know if you're ready. We'll go ahead and do one real quick. We'll give away one. We're probably going to give away 2 of these during the competition. The competition is completely free. I probably should add that. And we are giving away beginner trading coffee mugs. This is the VWAP Fade coffee mug. We're going to be doing 1 on each strategy. You can see it has the VWAP Fade day trading pattern on there. It's got a really cool green inside. Beginner trading coffee mug. All right, so the first phrase in this giveaway is going to be the number. The first one to type this number wins a coffee mug. The first one to type the number 5. All right. We'll see who wins. And if you want an here's a link to the official rules as well. There's the link to the official rules. All right, Master 1. Master 1. Congrats, you won a free VWAP Fade coffee mug. Congrats, man. All right, so now that we got the giveaway done, message me your address on Discord and I'll send it your way. Also, guys, if you want to buy these coffee mugs, we're also going to be opening up a shop on our website. I haven't built it yet. It shouldn't take me long. As you can see, I kind of made this page really quick on the official rules. And so Master 1, MASHTERJ 1. Congrats, you won a free coffee mug, bro. Alright, so we got the SPY completely rebounding. I was really thinking about shorting AMD here again, but we got the SPY completely rebounding here. I think we lost Mitch, I guess. No? Yeah, we lost Mitch. No, we didn't. But yeah, I was really thinking about it with AMD, but we lost... Yeah, if you're delayed, all you gotta do is click the live button at the bottom. If you click live, that'll be real time. But these mugs are cool, right? What do you guys really think of these mugs? These mugs are pretty cool, right? I'm gonna do a different one for each strategy. You know, I'm gonna do a different one for each strategy. And so this one's the VWAP Fade one. I think it's pretty dope, you know. I'm going to do a different one for each strategy. It's got the green inside for trading. You know, it's black and it's got the green inside. I think it's a pretty cool mug. And like I said, I'll probably give away, you know, 1 a day, maybe. We'll see. AMD staying super rangy again, though. This is the kind of range-bound plays we attack. Yeah, basically break even on the day. I'm down $9, so we'll see. I'll try to keep the stream going a little while here. So if you look at the bottom of the video on YouTube, you should see like there's the play button, there's the mute button, the sound button, and then there's a button that has a dot next to it and it says live. If you click that button, it will put you live on the stream. So it'll fast forward it to being live. Yeah, if your feed is lagging, like I said, just click the live button at the bottom. You should get, it should fast forward you to real time. Hero, you can't be in it, man. I know you're in India, brother, so you're, sorry, man. I'm just not shipping it overseas. It's only for U.S. contestants, so. So where'd the winner go? We had the winner. I haven't seen him say anything. Confirm that you won, Master. M-A-S-H-T-E-R-J. You won. Confirm that you're here, and you will actually send me the address, because if not, I'll have to give another one away. Don't put your address in the chat, though. Don't put your address in the chat. You just gotta... It looks like AMD might actually fade again back down to 0302. But yeah, we do need a confirmation from the giveaway winner here. Alright, there you go. Alright, cool. Maybe I should have taken that new AMD fade, but it's already faded twice already, and so I don't really want to get involved with it a third time. I think I'm kind of pressing my luck if I try to take another fade on that one for AMD. I'm looking at Kron here. Kron's actually had a really bullish day. And so maybe going to look for this one a little bit with the risk of 09. So about an 11-cent risk can get down to 15.20. And maybe MU here as well. I mean, MU doesn't look that bad. If I jump in MU here, it's going to be with small size because it's got a pretty big range. But let's see. So MU, I'd have to use a risk level of like 12. It's just too low now. I can't do that. But if you lost the competition, guys, don't worry. We're going to be giving one more away today. We're going to be giving one more away today. Not competition, I should say. Giveaway. If you didn't get a free mug, I'll be giving one more away today. This will probably be the only day where I give away two, because the mugs were kind of expensive. And so this is probably going to be the only day where I give away two. And so we'll be giving away one more today before the stream is over. So just stick around and, you know, maybe you'll win another one. If we get MU up to 45, I'll take it short. But it's got to get up to 45. Look at Netflix, though, here. Netflix, I'll consider it. Had bad luck on it earlier, but I mean, Netflix here for the VWAP projection, maybe. You could use a risk of like 70, 80s, maybe the whole dollar again. I'll consider it with a little 10 shares again. Have some fun with this one again. All right, I'm in Netflix with another 10 shares. MU's back up there too. I said if it got up there, I'd consider this too. All right, maybe I'll take a few shares with MU as well. 88 up to 15, so it's about a 25-cent risk. Try to scale into this one. One MU. See you, hero. Later, man. Where can I buy one of those mugs? I'll be opening up the store pretty soon. I'll probably build it this weekend. And it might take me a little bit of time, but I'll be opening up the merch store soon, so. Thank you, hero. Thanks, bro. I'm telling you, I mean, I've been having pretty good results for Netflix. Like, I made some money on Netflix yesterday. I made like 80 bucks on it. I think it was yesterday. Maybe it was the day before. But I've been having good results with it. It's been working, you know. A little 10 share trade. It's been fun, you know. CEI. Yeah, CEI did have a nice little squeeze up. That first original run was solid for it. There we go, Netflix. Not bad with 10 shares, guys. Like I said, my profit on these is actually pretty significant relative to my share size. I'm really just trying to scalp these moves. Alright, looks like we lost Mitch. I'm going to go ahead and get out of Netflix here. So I just got out for a nice little scalping trade. I'll take it. I'm still holding MU here. Not bad little trades, you know. Another day where I've actually lost more than I've won, but because my risk reward is solid, I'm still okay in these trades, so. Yeah, and if you want to know what a VWAP projection is, this is what one is on, if you look at Netflix, that's a VWAP projection. Gonna think about adding to AMD or to MU if it can bounce up to like 94s. Maybe 90s. I'll add another 50 shares to it. Try to maybe get a little bit larger win from it, but I don't hate it here. At this point, I'm only gonna risk this O2 level. SPY's actually bouncing back pretty big here. Cron's down at that level now. $15.20 with a 11-cent risk. Problem with Cron is that the risk reward's about 1 to 1. So it's got a 14-cent reward with a 11-cent risk. So it's just about 1 to 1. I'm not going to take it. There's not good enough risk reward. May look to start adding to MU here. Try to start taking some swings. I'm feeling a little bit better about my trades right now, and so may start taking a little bit larger swings if we can get a bounce up on MU. Hey, I appreciate the sub, Sam. Thanks, bro. I appreciate it. Look at the symmetrical triangle on CGC here. Look how obvious that is. See if we can break out of this. Maybe that might be a little bit better. See if we can ever get a break out of this, maybe on CGC and MU. Yeah, also, guys, go check out Trade Ideas. Best scanners in the game by far. One of the ways, super cool company. Really allow me to do a lot of different stuff with these scanners. And they're cool enough to let me stream these every day. So if you want to check out Trade Ideas, like I said, best scanners in the game by far. I'll post this link. You can take advantage. Make my mornings, honestly, super easy with these scanners. So there's the link if you want to check them out. Nice, Sam. Hey, brother. We look forward to it, man. I hope you'll join us again, man. Kind of looking at SQ for a possible bounce. Roku's squeezing up. AMD did fade again. Maybe I should have taken that one. I like that one a little bit more. Netflix continues to drop. SPY flushing back down. CGC, I mean, if CGC breaks out of this, it could run. I'm going to get impatient with MU, and I'm going to add about another 50 shares here. Oh, I forgot to record my trades today. Let me start it. And like on any subsequent bounces up, I'll add another 50 share position to it and then just try to scale in. Again, my risk in this case is right here. I guess I already drew that. So this is my risk right here. And slowly scale into it up until probably this level. Been kind of playing small ball on the day today. Alright guys, everybody make sure to press the live button because we're going to do the last giveaway now. And so yeah, let me know if everybody's ready. We'll do that last giveaway right now while I'm watching this MU trade. Gonna add another 50 position to it. My average is now 83. Solid average. Yeah, you guys ready? Like I said, press that live button to make sure you're live this time. If you missed the last one, click the live button at the bottom left of your video. Yeah, look at that symmetrical triangle breakout for CGC. All right, we got one person ready. Like I said, the way the competition works, I'll go ahead and read these rules again. The rules are, first of all, everything's free. What we're giving away is free. The winner will be selected by being the first to type a specific letter, number, or phrase. We do not guarantee delivery or a warranty of any kind on this because, like I said, I can ship it. I can't guarantee it's actually going to make it to you. Because of shipping prices, only U.S. addresses will be considered or used. The winner receives one free coffee mug. YouTube is not a sponsor of this contest, and users release YouTube from any and all liability related to this. So YouTube is not a sponsor of this in any way. Beginner trading will not use contestants' addresses for any reason other than shipping the coffee mug. So we're not going to, use your address for any other reason. And there's a link to the community guidelines. I'll post that here. If you want to see the community guidelines, I'll post that here. And I'll also post the contest rules beforehand here. Again, winners receive one of these beautiful beginner trading coffee mugs. This is the VWAP Fade one, so you can see it has the VWAP Fade pattern on it. And yeah, I think they're pretty dope. They got the green inside. I'm drinking coffee out of this one, but you can see the green inside. Pretty cool trader mugs, if I will say so myself. Got to watch MU here. We're getting a little bit of a squeeze. Before we do the contest. So this is actually going to be a word this time. So you got to type the word. Actually, I'll just do a letter. I'll do a letter. It's easier that way. And the letter for this part of the competition is Z. The letter Z, as in zebra. Let's see who wins this one. Mr. Bo, you got it, brother. Congratulations. You won a free coffee mug, man. Yeah, if you're in my Discord, message me your address. But yeah, Mr. Bo is the winner. He's the first one. I can show you guys, like, this is, I could show you guys. Just so you guys can believe me. On my end, Mr. Bo got it. See? Right here. Mr. Bo was the first one, so congratulations. Don't worry, guys. Oh. Okay, so Mr. Bo is actually disqualified because he's in Ireland. Sorry, brother. I would ship it there, but you know, I can use media mail here in the US to ship it, so it's like $3. Shipping it to Ireland, I mean, that's going to be a little bit pricey. So, Alicia, as long as you're in the US, you win. Sorry about that, brother. So again, you see here, Mr. Bo, sorry, brother. Alicia is actually the winner. So congrats, Alicia. You won the free mug. If you're part of our Discord, I'll post our Discord link. Message me your address. I'll ship it to you. If you haven't joined our Discord yet, you might want to here. Here's the link. Like I said, it's kind of a free day trading chat room anyway. And so join our public Discord if you want to keep track of us after the stream ends. I'll post that link here as well. There's the link if you want to join it. But yeah, I'm getting pretty close to getting out of this MU trade. Like I said, my risk in this one is 03. It's at 94. I got a little bit of space room. But I'm going to let it test. But yeah, let's get a confirmation first from Alicia real quick. Let's get a confirmation first from Alicia before we make it set in stone here. And so can you confirm that you're here, Alicia? Because if not, you know. I know we had to switch it up because we thought it was Mr. Bo first, but let's wait for the confirmation. If not, okay, cool. Oh, no worries. As long as you're here, that's fine. No stress, no rush. Yeah, you don't have to. No rush. But yeah, she's basically confirmed it. So cool. So congrats, you won the coffee mug. And don't worry, guys. We'll be doing probably a giveaway, a stream for a while. So. Alright, so we're at 94. Like I said, I really don't mind holding this one up until around 03 or 04. I think that is a good spot. It gives it time to break the whole dollar if it's going to, and then hold. So. Look at Netflix, though. Netflix was a solid rejection there. Yeah, I mean, if you want to email it to me, or you don't have to do our Discord. So if you want to email it to me, if that's easier, we're at Beginner Trading. at gmail.com. Or you can send it to me on Twitter. Our Twitter handle is at Beginner Trades. Did that go through? There we go. I don't know why mine wasn't showing up. But yeah, you can email it to me at Beginner Trades. Or at beginnertrading@gmail.com. You can also send it to our Twitter. Everybody go check out our Twitter as well. I don't think I've posted that link here. So go check out our Twitter. It's at Beginner Trades on Twitter. So follow us on Twitter at Beginner Trades. I'll post that link if you want to check that out. There's our Twitter if you want to follow us on Twitter. If you want to send me a message on there, if that's easier, we could do that too. All right, so we're getting a little bit of a drop here for MU. It's starting to look better. All right, there's 85s. So yeah, so I mean, my average on this one is 83. So I probably got in a little bit early. I wanted to average up here. Maybe I could have added back to it. Maybe I'll consider it, especially with this rejection here. And especially considering what AMD is doing right now. I'm going to try to get in with another 50 shares. So 200 shares with this one. And I'm going to try to write it down. I'll probably take profits quick, but 73. 11 cents or so is reasonable, I think, for this one. And I'll keep adding to it if it gets up here to 95. And like any subsequent bounces, I don't mind adding to this one. So we'll see. Look at Netflix just tank. Yeah, I mean, the only reason I thought about doing a word, but the only reason I didn't was because I just wanted to be completely fair for everybody, and I think some people are going to be typing faster than others. And so if I do a word, it's kind of more, it's less fair for the people that may not be able to type as quickly, if that makes sense. And so I was just trying to keep it fair. But I'll probably end up, like I said, I'll probably end up doing a giveaway a day, for the next few days. So there'll be more chances for sure. And I'll definitely do a word in at least a few of them. Right now I'm kind of break even, so to speak, Tar. I've had a few trades. Like I said, I'm around break even, so to speak. Latest position is MU, and I don't mind adding to this one a little bit more in MU. Try to get my average a little bit better here. At this point, though, I'm going to keep 97 or 98. Maybe the whole dollar is my risk now. So I'm in with 200 shares. I might add one more 50 share lot to it. Like I said, I kind of want to keep my average a little bit higher, but I'll give it time. Yeah, it's been a really tough week. It's been the worst week I've had in a while, Ryan. Like I said, so TradeNet is CFDs, but I think they found a loophole that allows us to trade them. And I think it's mostly I think technically you're trading under like a prop firm, and so it is CFDs, but they found a way around it, I guess. And so, but yeah, like I said, this has been a tough week for me, and my graph here doesn't actually show the full story. And so, let me try to find my trader view graph. I know I had it. Let me see. Here it is. So again, this is my trader view graph for this week, and so this doesn't really show the full story. Because yesterday, because of the commissions, I ended much lower. I think I probably made $30 yesterday. And although I kind of fought back, like this day I ended up 660. This day I ended 57. But after commissions, a lot of times I was down earlier in the day. And so after commissions, it's been a losing week actually. And I know it shows this, but again, full transparency, after commissions this week, it's been a losing week. And so it's just been really choppy. Over the long run, I'm able to kind of make it work and end green. Kind of like today. Like if I finished today up, I would still be down overall because of commissions. And so while I'm up in gross profits, I'm down in net profits. You know what I mean? So. Alright, so we're getting a little bit better of a move here. Yeah, for sure. I've tried trading in Power Hour. I just don't have that good of results, to be honest. Like, I've tried Power Hour trading. I just don't have the best results in Power Hour. It's just not. The strategies I use are mostly morning strategies. And so when I try to attack them at the end of the day, they just don't work as well. It is what it is. There goes AMD cracking under these lows here, just looking super weak. Yeah, I've got lots of sources of income. I've talked about it a lot before, actually. I am a real estate agent, and so I'm a real estate agent here in Texas. I have 2 Amazon business that really pay most of my bills, and so I don't do trading. I do trading full time, like I trade every day, but I'm only just now getting to the point where I'm making reasonable money with it, and it's taken years. And so, I don't support myself with trading at this point. Like I said, if you look at my graph here, like it's been a solid month, probably one of the best months I've had trading. In gross profits, I'm up around 900 in the last month, which is great. 60-day, let's see, 90-day. Yeah, it's around 1650 gross. But after commissions, this last 3 months, it's probably been, I'll probably make 750 or so from that. And my account was down before that as well. So I kind of clawed back from being red in my account to now finally being green. And it's just been a long process. And I'm only now starting to finally be somewhat good enough to where I could possibly make a living from it. But it took a long time. And so I do a lot of different stuff. But so yeah, like I have 2 Amazon businesses. I do this YouTube, which pays me some, and I'm a real estate agent as well. All right, so I'm gonna scale into this with MU with another 50 shares, and then that's gonna be it. And if it breaks this previous high right here, then I'm gonna get out. So if it breaks 97s, I gotta just get out of this one. So I'm in with 250 now. My average is 44.84, and so we want to see it come back down to the bottom of this range. These are the range bound plays I typically like, but I just got to be careful with this one. Still, my day's been pretty break even so far. After commissions, I'm down, I think, but it's been a pretty break even week and a break even day. I appreciate it, Robert. That's awesome, man. Green is good regardless of how much. Did you follow anyone or any videos you specifically learned to trade? Mostly it was from experience. Like I've watched, like I really like Investors Underground. I like Investors Underground. Warrior Trading, if you're into penny stocks, is good. But like mid and high cap stocks, I think Investors Underground is super solid. Yeah, aside from that, no offense to all the other gurus, but I think some of them I think some of the other gurus just spread nonsense. They just spread nonsense, and I understand like they've made a business around selling their courses, and like I get that, but at a certain point, if you're charging somebody 5 grand for a course and or $1,000 for a DVD, and that DVD is 6 or 7 years old, 6 or 7 years in the market is light years away from what it is now. The market changes, strategies change, and so if you're selling a 5 or 6 year old DVD for $1,000, if somebody buys it, whatever. But do I think it's worth it? No. You know what I mean? Like I said, I think Warrior Trading is solid for penny stocks, and I think Investors Underground is solid for mid and high cap stocks. Would I still buy their courses? I don't know. It just depends on if I had the money or not, and if it was my style and stuff like that. But I guess I'm just highly skeptical of all of them. You know what I mean? Of all of them, I'm pretty skeptical. All right, cool. Thank you, Alicia. I'll send it to you. Or thank you, Robert. Alicia, I got you. I'll send it to you. What's up, James? Hey, brother, be safe, man. I hope you enjoyed your trip, man. Yeah, no worries. Friday's a little bit choppy anyway, bro. So Friday's a little bit choppy anyway, man. Hey, I appreciate the sub, H. Appreciate it, brother. Thanks, man. And like I said, I mean, I think eventually if some of these gurus hear me talking bad about them, they're gonna start attacking me, or they're gonna start saying, oh, he just doesn't know, or he's not profitable, so he just doesn't know. Really, I do know. I've seen most of these gurus' content. I've been trading for years. I live stream every day, and I win more than I lose while live streaming every day. So, like, nobody else does this because everybody else is afraid to hurt their brand. And the difference is, like, I don't sell a course. I don't sell any of that stuff. I put everything out there regardless of whether I win or lose. And sometimes I'm going to lose. But if you watch my stream, I'm green more than I'm red. And so, yeah, like I know, of course I'm biased, but I think Mitch and I are some of the realest out there because we just put everything out there, whether we win or lose. And sometimes we're going to lose. But like I said, the people that hate on us are just insecure people in general because, like I said, I don't understand how you can hate on us because, like, we stream everything live. We can't fake things if we wanted to. I couldn't fake this if I wanted to. I show my account balance every day. Every day you see my account balance, and you see me trade live every day with that. And so, I think a lot of the time people get wrapped up in the big time gurus to where they've spent so much money on these gurus' classes and courses and stuff like that to where when somebody like me comes along and says, you probably got ripped off, instead of sitting there being introspective and being like, you know what, maybe I got ripped off here. Maybe I just paid too much for this. Maybe it wasn't worth it. That when somebody like me comes along and puts that into their head, instead of them thinking objective and saying, maybe I did, instead it's easier for them to attack me. Like it's my fault they got ripped off because I'm just bringing attention to it. It's the same thing like shoot the messenger. Like they're just mad at me because I'm being honest with them. And sometimes it hurts too much to be introspective and to be like, you know what? I got taken advantage of here, And I think that hurts too much for some people. And it takes a mature person to be like, you know what? I got ripped off. And so they just attack the messenger, which is me a lot of the time just because I try to be honest with people about it. And so, it is what it is. I don't have any reason to lie about it. I don't sell a course. It's not like I'm competing with these gurus here. I've got, like I do well on YouTube, don't get me wrong, but I've got 12,500 followers. You know what I mean? Some of these gurus have hundreds of thousands of followers, and that's fine. That's great. And some of the stuff they teach is valuable. Like I said, I like Warrior Trading and I like Investors Underground. I think those two are the real deal. The stuff they teach is super legit, But, when you start attacking all these other gurus' business models and you start attacking, you start attacking their income, naturally, eventually they're going to start attacking back, and that's fine. But again, like I say, I day trade live every day. So they can't say I'm fake. They can't, say that I'm ripping people off because I just put everything out there. And Sometimes I win, sometimes I lose. But again, over the long run, you know what I mean? Over the long run, I win more than I lose, and I let people watch it. And so I'm super proud of that because, and I'm just kind of rambling now because I'm just waiting for this, see what happens in this trade. But I'm super proud of that because I think there's a big argument on whether you can actually be profitable in day trading. Whether you can be consistently profitable in day trading. There's a big argument. Some people think it's actually impossible. Some people think it's completely random and that it's all random. And like, I understand that. But over the long run, if you look at the last 6 months of my trading, all streamed live, you could see over the long run, I'm most of the time profitable. I think my biggest issue is my sizing. I take too small of sizing, and so commissions play a much larger factor than they should in my trading. And in gross profits, a lot of the time I'm up, but in net profits, I'm down because commissions play a much larger factor in this type of stuff. But again, I mean, most of the time the haters we get, they see me and they're mad that they didn't make a YouTube channel, or they're mad that I have a following that do this, you know, and I have a following and they don't. Or, you know, and it's the same type of people that are going to get mad at anybody that accomplishes anything in life. They're just going to hate on them because they didn't do it. And I've said it before, the people that focus on themselves are the ones that end up doing stuff. The ones that sit there and hate on others all day, they're the ones that sit around and never do anything. Time for work, kids. Thanks again, John, for everything. Have a great day. Keep it green. Have a great weekend, peeps. I hope my schedule lets me visit. All right, Tiny, have a good day. Good luck at work. I hope you have a good day as well. Appreciate you being here today. Hope you did well if you traded. And, yeah, I'll see you in the Discord, Tiny. Brother, screw the haters and the numbers. What you and Mitch do for all of us in the trading family is awesome. It's what makes you guys better than all the fake gurus. Yeah, man. Mitch and I appreciate it, James. Mitch and I just try to be the anti-guru. We just try to be the dudes that tell people the real truth in it. You know what I mean? We just try to be the realest people because we're showing people everything. And, you know, I'm just being honest about everything. Alright, so I'm in MU here, waiting for this one to come back down to the bottom of the range. What I really want to see is I want to see it come back down to this range right here. But again, if it breaks this top of the range, I'm probably out. Keeping it pretty small in the day. We'll see if I get into anything else. Alright, so it's starting to look like if it breaks this high here, I gotta get out. Of course, I'd like to see it reject here. But if it breaks this high right here at like 96, I just gotta jump out of it. Alright, we're at 94s. As you can see, though, my hand's right over the cover button. Because if it's going to squeeze up, it could squeeze up quick. There's 96. $95. 96. I think it's going to squeeze up here. There's 97s. I'm out. So less than $30 loss on the day. I'll take it. I'm not saying I'm even done. I might actually trade some more. It just depends on what Netflix. I've actually had really good results with Netflix today. How did I lose on Netflix? What? I thought that last trade was a winning trade. Did I hold on to Netflix longer? Whatever. But yeah, small loss on the day. We'll see what happens. Maybe I'll get into another trade. Maybe I won't. Either way, it's been a tough week. Later, guys. I appreciate it, James. Have a good weekend, brother. Yeah, everybody have a good weekend. I'll update you guys if I get into anything else. I might attack MU again if it drops back down to the bottom of the range and puts in that confirmation. But yeah, if you want to use the same platform and broker that Mitch and I use, I'll post this link here as well. Like I said, the intro package on TradeNet I think just makes sense. If you really think about it, some paper trading platforms for 2 months are going to cost more than this intro package. And so I think the fact that you get a funded account with most of it, and it comes with a trading course, chat room, demo account for a few weeks, I think it just makes tons of sense. And plus, with the funded account, there's no PDT rules, so you could day trade as much as you want. You could short anything that's actually tradable, and commissions are actually super cheap on there. And so I think it just makes sense for new traders. I think it's one of the ways that new traders can get their feet wet in the market without necessarily risking a ton of money. And that's how you see me take 50, 100 shares, because my commission is like $3 for that trade. And so it just makes a lot of sense for new traders. If you want to check them out, I'll post this link here as well. And they do have a sale, so you can get their base package for $379. And I'll post this link here as well. Go check out our website. We do have a lot of good free content on our website as well. And, we got strategy sections. We got broker reviews. We got video libraries. We got a lot of free content on our site, guys. So check out that. I'll post that link here as well. We got free videos. We got our free day trading course. We got, hours and hours of free content. A lot of free stuff on our site. So go check that out. I'll post that link here as well. Just to break it down here, look, this is our site. Proud of this site. I designed it myself. But again, you see here we got our free trading course where we have hours of free classes, risk reward, building plans, understanding gaps, VWAP strategies, technical analysis, faders, consistency, bull flags, VWAP fades, hesitation. I'll be adding some of the more recent ones to this as well today. We got broker reviews where no PDT rule brokers. We got Ustock, SureTrader, TradeNet, and TEFs. We got strategy section where we break down long and short patterns. We got a lot of free content on our site, guys. And so go check that out. Like I said, a lot of free content. I hope you can take advantage of it. And yeah, we'll see if I get into anything else. If I do, I'll probably post the video tomorrow. But have a good day, guys. Go check out Trade Ideas as well. I'll post that link here too if you want to use the same scanners that Mitch and I use. And if you want to see a full walkthrough of TradeNet where I do break down the pros and cons, I'll post that link there as well. Like I said, there are some cons to using them, and so this walkthrough video might help you kind of break down that as well. So there's that link. Good luck, guys. Have a good weekend, and I'll see you all Monday morning. I should have a few videos out, at least some of our latest classes, and so I'll upload those as well. But yeah, good luck, guys. We'll see you all a little bit later.